What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. By now, I'm sure you guys have seen or have heard the news that the newly drafted number 2 pick in this year's draft, Chet Holmgren, will miss the entire 22 NBA season. So, I made this video not to talk about the injury per se, which is very unfortunate, but I made this video to just talk about how, and where, and what's going to happen, in my opinion, going forward with, players and pro-ams. So, as everyone knows, Chet Holmgren played in the Jamal Crawford Pro-Am, I believe some time ago, if not, I'm not mistaken. I believe it was a week or two ago. I may be wrong. The likes of, Paolo Banchero was there, LeBron James, of course, and a host of other NBA players, played in this particular game. Now, from what I saw, what I've read, almost over 3,000 people actually showed up. The gym was not equipped for the amount of people that showed up. Not to mention the gym was not equipped with proper air conditioning. I was hearing that the floor was in no conditions to actually be played on. It was a lot of condensation on the court at times. It was a lot of problems, I would say, right? So, and the things that I've saw, right? Of course, you want to be able to see some of your favorite NBA players, especially in the summertime, play in some of these leagues, which is a great thing. Some kids that will never be able to actually go to an NBA arena get a chance to see their favorite players, i.e. guys like LeBron James and so on and so forth, play in these leagues. And it's a great thing that players, unselfishly do things like that. Now, on the other side of the coin, we have what happened to Chet Holmgren. He's defending LeBron James, and he, at first glance, you see that it looks like he, basically either twisted or sprained his ankle. Okay. In most cases, guys can walk stuff like that off. And, the game, LeBron didn't even play the entire game. So, Chet ended up being hurt, which caused him not to play in the game any longer. Now, fast forward to what people thought and believed initially was, the injury was definitely serious. It was a serious injury. And to be seriously injured in a game that doesn't matter, and to be injured in a game that holds no merit, is basically what this video is about. I think, in my opinion, in the next collective bargaining agreements that the NBA will do with the Players Association, I believe that any form of recreation or organized basketball, as far as like pro-ams and things of that nature, will probably be off the table. I don't see it being a set in stone type of thing, but for teams like the Oklahoma City Thunder who want to rebuild, there's a whole year gone of chemistry with Josh, with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and all their young talent that they want to build in Oklahoma City. So Holmgren's gone for a year, and that kind of hurts, because if I'm an Oklahoma City fan and if I'm a Thunder fan, I don't want to see the newly drafted Chet Holmgren in street clothes. I don't want to see that. Granted, he may have an illustrious career ahead of him, 15, 20 years down the line. Who knows? But, if he gets drafted and you become a season ticket holder, that's 41 games that you are not able to see him. You know, like, just think about it. And me being a basketball fan altogether, I was definitely excited to see what was going to happen with him. You know, it was going to, I think he was going to have a great season. You know, I was definitely interested to see how he would have done against the likes of, you know, the other talents in the NBA, you know, the vets and, you know, guys coming into their own. But unfortunately, we will not get that this year. Like I said, on the other side of the coin, man, I just think collectively, you know, when the players associations get to sit down with the owners, there's going to be a lot of things on the table, and that's going to be one of them that I think is going to be one of those things that the owners is going to say, like, we want to limit, because guys do play for their countries during the summertime. So, but I think they're going to want to limit as far as like pro-ams and things of that nature. I believe they're going to want to limit that to you know, scale back injuries like this, because this could have been LeBron. Let's say LeBron would have been at the Drew League and this would have happened. Then what? You know, we're talking about one of the league's biggest stars of the last decade, 20 years, matter of fact. So, I mean, that's why I said this is just my opinion. This is not fact. I just see that, you know, when it comes to things like pro-ams, that's why they have here's the thing, right? That's why they have the summer league. The summer league is in place for guys to basically scratch that summertime basketball itch, so to speak. But again, guys are basketball players, and you know, they just want to hoop. I mean, this could have happened. This could have happened at training camp. Granted, this could have happened in him training during the off season. So I'm not saying the you know, the pro-am was to blame for the injury, but in him getting injured, it doesn't shine a very bright light on it in a good way. That's just my opinion, you know. I see, like I said, I see Chet Holmgren recovering from this injury. I don't see this injury because he's not a player that has nagging injuries, like nagging foot injuries, so to speak. So I don't see this harboring and making it, you know, not making it able for him to come back from. We're not talking about like a Zion right now. So we'll see how things pan out for him in the future. I'm definitely interested. I want to wish him nothing but the best, of course. The league is definitely, I just think when I think about, you know, money, and this is me speaking as a capitalist for a minute, but when I think about like the league as a whole, when it comes to like money and when it comes to like product and branding and things like that, if you're the Oklahoma City Thunder, you're hurt. Like fan base hurt, franchise hurting even more. I mean, when you get a Josh Giddey and you see what he's able to do and you thinking what could be, when you put the pieces together, now the only way you're able to do this is on NBA 2K. But, you know, when you get an opportunity and you want to build, you know, I can say firsthand that the Oklahoma City Thunder have been building out rosters exciting rosters, especially if you go back to the days of KD and Russ and Harden and Ibaka, and then you go to when they added Chris Paul and they made the playoffs and things of that nature. And then the fan base is great down there also. It's like, what more do you want? What more could you ask for? Like I said, I just think that the league as a whole is going to look at pro-ams a whole lot differently after this. Maybe I could be wrong. You know, you guys give me your thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Of course, comment down below. Always is a pleasure tuning in and checking in with you guys. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can know anytime a video is being uploaded to this channel. And I'll catch you guys on the next video.